And now, join Kevin Hart as he dives into the minds of some of the world's funniest comedians. This is Comedy Gold Mines with Kevin Hart.
Welcome, world, to an all-new episode of Comedy Gold Mines, where we do what? Get into the minds of brilliant comedians. And oh my God, what amazing minds they are. And today's episode will be no different because we are jumping into the mind of not just a friend, not just a brother, but goddamn it, I'm gonna say it, man, one of the most personable, loving individuals that I've had the pleasure to meet in this business. I'm talking about Marlon Wayans, ladies and gentlemen. Marlon Wayans, welcome to Comedy Gold Mines. What up,
my
man?
guy? What's up, brother? How you doing?
How are you, man?
I'm good, Kev. I'm alive. You know, shit. Nowadays, that's all you need, nigga.
That's all you
I'm
need.
happy for the small shit. I'm breathing.
I gotta give you a compliment off the back. The beard has made it through some of the tough stages that most wouldn't have stuck through, Marlon. For my listeners, Marlon Wayans is sitting in front of me with a full beard. Now,
It's 92% there.
92%.
I'm missing this right here and this. And I don't know how to get that. I don't know what kind of weird vagina I got to eat because that's what people would tell me. You need to eat more pussy. That's why your beard ain't growing. So I just went on a pussy eating spree.
There's a lot of women that are responsible for Marlon's full beard. If you guys, I don't know if you can find it. Marlon's struggle in the beginning stages of trying to grow a beard. It was some of the most insecure moments I'm going to say of your life, man, because you had that beard where you asked everybody questions. Like it's cool, right? This ain't bad.
Nigga, I almost got a beard toupee. It was so bad at one point. Like I tried jojoba oil. I put so much of that on that I learned that it wasn't jojoba oil, and that was pronounced jojoba oil. Because I was like, I need some more jojoba oil.
What did you do though? What did you do? Because I'm full, but I wouldn't mind getting fuller. Like, what did you do to get? You got some girth to your beard. If
Thank
that
you,
makes
brother.
sense.
Thank you. I grew up, man. I think I'm almost 50. Like, eventually that shit got to come. I went through puberty late. Apparently, I went through puberty in my mid 40s, and now looking at 50, I got a beard, nigga. I think maturity. I think honestly, just like, you know, when the world stopped, I think my beard started growing. Once quarantine hit, it was like, look, I can't live with myself every day and not do shit else. I finally got a chance to rest, and I think that's what made my beard grow.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that within this pandemic, right? I mean, of course, let's understand the true urgency and panic that was attached to it, because it was real, right? You know, people lost their lives. COVID reared its head in the U.S. and it took us over by storm, right? Gave us all a fucking gut punch. But for me, the takeaway from this was not just, oh my God, this is crazy. This is like a world fucking phenomenon. Like, this is insane what we're witnessing within this pandemic. We also witnessed a version of ourselves grow that we didn't know needed to fucking grow. Like when you say you needed rest, Marlon, I didn't realize how much I'm not home.
Kevin, do you understand that I knew God? Like, I know everybody has to find their reason, right? And I think like the world stopped for everybody. We all lost. We all hurt. You know, we all lost somebody or something.
Absolutely.
But I always say, let's not look at what we lost. Let's look at what we gained, because God don't make mistakes. When he stopped the world, I said, man, fuck everybody. He did this for me and for Kevin. He wanted us to sleep. He said, these two niggas gotta sleep. Kevin, I don't know. At least I'm making an hour sleep. Nigga, you spend your hour working out, having the same body that you've had since I've known you for fucking 20 years. Stop working out. You don't need it, nigga. You're just moving just to keep yourself up. But nigga, God wanted me and you to sleep. And finally I got some rest, and that's when my beard grew, nigga.
When you say that, it makes me laugh because I did finally get rest, man. And you know, I understand how important this shit is. Cause like I sat down twice. You know, I had the accident, I had to fucking sit down.
Nigga, God was telling you, you wasn't listening. God was like, Kevin.
No, he yelled at me.
I said, sit your little ass down. Get the fuck out your car. I told you, first of all, when you got that fucking car, I'm gonna be a friend to you. You do dumb shit, and I always tell you, I wouldn't do that if I was you. You don't fucking listen to me, nigga. One of these days, you gonna listen. You gonna know I'm a friend. I try to be
a hard head makes a soft
ass. Yes. That's what my mama said.
And it did. It definitely did.
And I probably said that to you too. I said, hard head make a soft ass. You in these muscle cars, you got way too much money to be driving cars that don't have airbags. Nigga, get a car with 9 airbags. You know what's fun? A Tesla is to drive so much more fun than your little loud ass muscle car. First of all, you can't hear it. So nigga, if I was to do a drive-by, you can hear you coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
Here comes Kev, y'all.
Muscle. Fucking muscle.
My shit just
you say, you know, if I'm trying to commit a crime because you hear me miles before I get there.
Hey, nigga, if you go to rob a bank, they coming, y'all. Call the cops now. They gonna be in 30 seconds. Cops gonna be waiting on you, nigga.
Marlon, you said you're almost fucking 50, man. God damn.
48 years young.
God.
48 years young. But you know what's funny? I feel like besides my liver, which is probably putrid and gray, the rest of me feels like 19. Like I feel like these are I swear to God, my best years. I've been waiting to mature into leading man for literally 30 years. I've had the fucking baby face. I can't hold that shit down if you ain't got manhood, if you ain't got girth. Like I'm starting to get muscles and chest and
you say
abs.
That right.
And
you say that you lost your high school body.
Finally. In my 40s.
Yeah. You lost the high school body in your 40s.
How about this, nigga? You lost your high school body in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
You've always been buff.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did that.
You know what's funny though, Marlon? When you say that and you're talking about leading man, you know, the movie that you just dropped this year. Phenomenal fucking movie, man.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a great movie. Yeah.
What was the name? What was
On
the
the Rocks.
On the
Apple.
Rocks. There you go.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, guys, go stream it. It's on Apple. Really good movie. But it was, you know, you in a suit in a movie. You
playing grown.
Yeah, like you're a grown ass man. There was no games or nothing attached to it. You were an adult and you were in a relationship and you had kids and you had a job. But when you say what you just said, you know, immediately it's attached. I immediately attached it to a project. How important is that to you right now at this point in your career? You know, is that the goal? Is that the priority right now?
Oh, absolutely. Goal is absolutely that. Like I've done everything else. Like I've literally, if you look at my filmography, what haven't I done? I've played a little person. I've played a gangster. I played a junkie. I played a white woman. Yeah. Like, nigga, leading man is the next thing that I'm doing. Like action. I'm definitely leaning toward action and, you know, holding down romance. And, you know, I feel like everybody matures at their own pace. And I'm a slow burn. I've always known I was going to be a slow burn because there's so much I wanted to do and so much I wanted to fulfill before I got into where I'm headed. And I feel like God writes your story for you and you just got to do the work. So everything that I'm doing, I've just been doing the work. So
let's piggyback off of the word work for a second, because you've never not done it. You've never not worked. And this is something that is a quality and talent, right? That sometimes is overlooked.
Sometimes I work so hard, Kevin, I sit there and go, I miss my calling. You and I, we should have been slaves because they would have been like, we're going to fucking pay these two. I don't give a fuck. These two niggas, we're paying them. They work way too hard. Look at all the cotton's gone. It's all picked. They made the jeans. Like, nigga, we're paying these two motherfucking niggas. That's all.
Dude, I'm going to once again give you your flowers for what I know to be true. There's a certain amount of comedians that just know how to keep a job. They know how to keep income coming in. They know how to self-generate, right? Yeah. And that's a talent. It's a talent to go out and get it and not wait for it to come to you.
Well, mine always come from I was trained that way by all my brothers that taught me as a Jedi. And they always told me and I grew up around Hollywood. I've been around it since I was 8 years old. My brother has been famous since I was 8. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around it. I've been around Eddie Murphy when I was 9 years old. I've been around John Singleton when I was 16, telling me, and every time I was around, the brothers would tell me, you make sure you write and you learn to produce. And my big brother would tell me, you as a black man in this industry, you can't just be a black actor. You can't just be a black comedian. You have to be a force of nature, which means you have to write, you got to produce, you have to act, you have to one day direct, you have to be in charge of making your destiny happen. For you to sit around and think that there's only one way in, no, you have to create your opportunities. If I didn't create my opportunities, I probably wouldn't have worked the past 30 years. Like literally, I've written and produced now, handcrafted, written and produced over 15, 16 movies. Like literally. And to write a movie, normally that takes a year. Now I'm getting to a point where I could write and develop a movie in 3 to 6 months and it'd be hot because now I know, and I could do multiple projects. I could work on producing a movie and having writers work on things and give them notes and then still be working on my shit as I'm going on the road, but it's necessity. And you know this. If we don't do this, nigga, we ain't gonna work.
No.
I mean, you will now, nigga. You at that place where you that nigga, right? You know what I mean? You know how the scripts come, right? Remember when you in line, there's a runway. It go to Will, Eddie, Jamie. Like there's a runway. By the time a script gets to you, it is so bad.
Yeah.
It is so fucking bad. It is so bad that, and that's why niggas like come and then they go because it's like, you get the bad script. They don't understand the runway when it comes down to you working with the best directors, with the best scripts and the best material. It takes so long to get to you because before it gets to the niggas, it had to go through all the white stars. Then it gets to the black stars. And so for me, I learned that instead of waiting, I'm going to create. So fuck that.
But I think you've done such a good job of it though. Like your creative gene, like you said, it's embedded in you. You come from a family of proactive fucking workers. Like, it's what we do. And I gotta say, man, your ability to carry it out. I remember when the Scary Movies, when you guys made the decision to not do it, you didn't want to go back. And it was a thing. And it's like, all right, well,
that's what they told y'all.
It was some wanted to go back or what? What was the yeah?
Nigga, hey, listen, I ain't gotta say shit. One of them niggas is in jail right now.
Yeah.
For what? Rape. They did it in their business.
Yeah.
They were evil as fuck. We didn't walk away from a franchise. They didn't want to make our deal and they snatched it. And they was like, they just did something. Weinstein's did really terrible, like rape and pillage villages type of business. If the art of war was real, then they would be the dynasty that raped and pillaged villages. That's just the way they did their business. So it wasn't that we never walked away from our franchise that we created. It was taken, and us being the creatives that we are was like, I bet. Fuck you. Now watch what I create.
Yeah, watch what I go.
You can take that. We probably should sue for hundreds of millions of dollars because they probably owe us a shitload of money. And maybe one day we will. But that we didn't walk away from our franchise. Them niggas took it. Yeah, they were fucking fucked up. They were fucked up.
It's so insane though to hear you say what you said, because you guys had Scary Movie 1, Scary Movie 2. Oh my God, these were the biggest comedies of the summer. These comedies broke the box office, broke the bank, and showed once again, this world of spoof, this world of sketch like spoofing behavior has an audience that just won't die, right? It just won't die. People love it. And the Wayans revived it because nobody was really doing it. The Wayans revived it. So when this happened, I remember being casted with Anthony Anderson in Scary Movie 3.
I know, right? Y'all came to set and was like, where's Keenan, Marlon, and Sean?
Listen, Marlon. Listen, you're laughing. Marlon, holy fuck, I just booked Scary Movie. Oh my God, this is gonna be dope as shit. I met David Zucker. Very funny guy, legend director, man. All of the airplanes, the Naked Guns.
Gotta give respect to Zucker creatively. They were an inspiration, to me and my brothers as well. So yeah, no hate to the Zuckers at all.
He's a great guy, great director. But when you say like the expectations, I really thought it was that.
Yeah, I know.
I really thought it was that, and then finding that out, it was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but do you know how you was like? Because me and my brothers, we didn't say nothing. We didn't cry to the audience. We didn't cry.
You were very calm about it. You were very calm about whatever it was.
We was like, okay, you take
I didn't know
that.
it until just now. Until you said just now, I thought
know.
that it was.
And I seen your face, and I'm like, nigga.
Yeah,
they took it.
You saw the innocence. There was an innocence to me just now.
Slap, nigga.
Yeah.
They took it from us, snatched it, like literally. You think and that franchise like broke records by a black director, black producer, and black writers until like maybe recently when maybe Get Out and Black Panther came out. I think those were bigger, but they eclipsed it. But that was huge. It was massive. And then the second one they rushed us into, and then the third one. By the third one, they didn't want to pay the money, so they snatched it. We found out on Christmas that they hired somebody else to go do it. Like, nigga, I could write a book about this shit. Like, it's literally.
Insane. But without these stories, without these ups and downs, you wouldn't have the character and the knowledge that you have now.
I'm not even, and as funny as I'm not even angry about it. I'm actually, how you go through shit and you go, I'm grateful. And I thank God for that lesson. I learned a lot. I learned so much. And I'm actually, those nuggets were expensive nuggets that I will carry the rest of my journey.
I'm here for it.
I swear to you, like I said, you get to a point where you go, oh, I see it. My best years are ahead of me. I look at all that I've been through and I go, that has prepared me for where I'm going because, I'm a weirdo. I did everything in my career backwards. I started out writing and producing movies as a young man. I didn't start stand-up, like literally do stand-up until I was like 38. Like literally take stand-up serious. Most niggas, you start in stand-up and then you work 20 years.
You get to the writing, you get to the producing and acting. Stand-up opens up those doors. That's how most comedians.
I'm dyslexic in my fucking career choices.
But right now, you're all in on stand-up right now.
Oh, that's my shit.
You're all in.
Nigga, now I see what y'all was doing all those years. I was like, I don't know why these Negroes are on the road like this. I'm going to be here creating these scripts and creating these characters. And meanwhile, y'all on the road making y'all thousands every week. You come into the poker table, spending. Kevin, you come with your whole stand-up checks. Kevin got 25 on him just at the table. I'm going all in, waiting on this one heart. And nigga would hit because you got that stand-up money and you would give a fuck. Nigga,
He's talking about poker. Me and Mark, we used to play in poker games together, man, back in the day.
But
some of the best
come
times.
Off the road with that pocket full of stand-up cash. Like I love stand-up because no matter what, I work when I want to.
You control it.
That's what I love.
You control it.
I don't have to wait to work every week, and I'm getting better. And now I'm like, yo, I want to do 3 shows tonight. I want to do 4 shows tonight because I know all this prep I'm doing. Because when I got to do 6 on a weekend or 4 on a weekend, when I start playing bigger theaters and arenas and things like that, that's gonna be easy work. Now I can have fun, 1 show a night. Oh, wait till I do. This is gonna be a ball. Like I love the grind that I'm on right now. I love it.
I think that I think that the beauty of stand-up, one, it's an outlet like no other outlet.
Absolutely.
Right. So you're talking about your weekends. You're talking about, you saying, oh man, I'm here. I'm going here. I'm doing 3 shows, 5 shows, 6 shows, whatever it is. It's self-generated. Right. And you're finding a joy while doing it. And every time when you come back home, it's like pressing a reset. It's like you come home and you were just on the road, you just did all these shows, and when you're home, you're happy to be back home. Yeah. But then after that, you're happy to leave to go do the next show.
Go back and do your stand-up.
It's a nice system.
Yeah, and I just need to put in 2 days a month where I don't work. Okay, because that's what's crazy about me is I'll get off the plane from doing stand-up after doing 9 shows in a weekend. And then I'll come home Monday. I get off the plane. I hit the gym. I come to the house. I start watching movies. I start writing. I start taking Zooms. I work all week long until Thursday. And I get on a plane. I'm in meetings to the last show, to the last night, a Thursday night flight. And I land Friday morning. I'm doing press, getting ready for my shows on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Do you now see it as a problem though? That you're not shutting off. Like I'm not going to say that I do shut off, because it's not that I do, but I'm more present in understanding that I do have to also take time to not be as available as I once was. So getting to me is a lot more difficult. I'm not as accessible as I once was, and it's on purpose, because what I found was I'm giving so much of myself to so many things and so many people that I'm not taking the time just to check in with me to make sure that I'm okay.
I think for you needed this. God, right? Mm-hmm. Where you are in your life and your career, you needed this, exactly this. What I'm doing is prepping to get to that other mountain, right? So where you're at, you need that space.
Yeah, that calm.
For me, I'm prepping for the storm.
Got you.
My storm is coming. Nigga, you did it. You know, not say that you're not doing it, but you're still ascending, right? But you know how you're in those clouds and it's like, that's the racket that I'm entering right now.
Yeah,
when you get
feel
to
it.
G5,
you feel it and see it. You see things now picking up. You see your growth, your strength. You see, like we started this off talking about, you're grown man, you're leading man. You now see these things. You don't just see it; it's in arm's reach for you.
Absolutely, it's all tangible, and I'm in it, right? So I know where I'm going. I know where my next TV show is. I already know my next 2 movies. I already, got 3 more that I'm developing. I know my next, not just my next special, right? Which I'm filming
after
for HBO Max, right? I'm filming that. After the special. I know the special after the special after the special.
You're in the jello.
I'm in the jello because I spend so much time on stage. I'm like, I don't want to do these jokes no more. I want to hurry up and do this special. Because, nigga, I can't wait to get to these other jokes that I got. And I want to hurry up and get that one done and tour that around and have fun with that. Because, nigga, the next one after that, because I generating material, Kev, I swear to you, now I could literally go on stage and talk about something that just happened, and I'll go up with a nugget. And literally, by the time I leave stage 3 or 4 shows, I got a whole brand new 15-minute set that's fucking hilarious.
You're sparking. You're sparking. Your mind is sparking. You're like, oh God, oh wait, this, and you're not just doing it. You're finishing those things. Like sometimes there's a spark, and there may be a moment, and that moment can go away or die. But you're actually you're activating the thoughts, and you're putting conclusions and periods on them.
Look, my first special I did because I was like 7 years into doing stand-up, and I was like, I want to see where I'm at. I want to do a special because this is where I'm at right now. I don't want to wait 30 years to do a special because, that'll be the greatest special. But you know what? No. I want to see where I'm at right now in my life and in my career. and how I express myself. Boom. Now, year 10, I'm ready. I see it. I look at Wokish and I go, oh, this new one is so much better because it picks up where Wokish kind of left off, which is about personal shit.
Yeah.
Like I could see the world, but now I'm able to see me and I'm able to see pain. I'm able to see what's funny about that shit and relatable for everybody that either is going through it, hasn't gone through it, or may go through it. Like, and then now I couldn't do this in Wokish, callbacks. I couldn't do it in Wokish. I didn't have the ability. And that's something that you got to learn over time as a comedian, like, oh, right here.
Seasoned. You're becoming a seasoned comic.
Yeah,
and as you
hey, look at your little arrogant smile, like, oh, young buck.
Seasoned. No, man, I know exactly what you're saying though. Like I love the fact that you just respect comedy, but you respect the process even more.
Absolutely.
Right? Like when you're saying things like, I want to see where I'm at, or I now want to do this, and I know this special, but the one after, you're in love with the work. You're in love with the receiving of the laugh, with the thought of a joke in a concept. Like, dude, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. And it's
earned. Like
not
you know what I'm saying?
Given,
like
it's earned.
It's fucking earned. I'm doing the work. Like nigga, nobody could say nothing to me, nigga. Because nigga,
leave
I'm
me
doing
alone.
The work.
Leave me alone. I'm over here minding my business. I'm minding my business. I don't bother nobody.
I don't bother nobody.
On the weekends, I like to do these stand-up shows. And guess what, guys? They're getting better. And as I continue to go and grow, I'm gonna drop me another special as a representation of what this version of hard work represented in my life. Yep. This is for me in my life. And here it is. Okay, I've done that. Guys, I still got more growing to do. I can't wait to talk about the new levels. Yes. I mean, I can't tell you the peaks, hills, and valleys that I'm experiencing within stand-up. You know, it's weird because when you're talking about growing up, becoming a grown man, the thing that makes me laugh the most is, you know, I'll get the, you know, Kevin, he's not what he used to be, or he's not as funny as he once was. He talks about his family and all that shit all the time. And this is a genuine laugh that I get from this, Marlon, because people don't understand that's all I have. Like they really, what is it that you think I now can talk about? Like, do you understand? I'm 41 with I have 4 fucking kids that live in my house. What else do you want from me? Like, what? I don't do anything. Like, it's either a movie set or it's a movie set, it's a television set, it's my office, or it's home. Right. I don't have the exciting things that I once did at the youthful side of my life, man, that gave you all these crazy anecdotes and experiences.
But here's what people gotta understand, right? And like you say, it's the hills and valleys of stand-up.
Yeah.
Of joke telling, of everything that you experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fun shit is the exciting shit. And you know the parties and the girls and meeting this person and that person and then you in a relationship and nigga, now you're married, right? And now you have 4 kids, and it takes time for people to experience so that you can talk about shit.
Yeah, and
it's like, you can't look at me for what I once was. You have to embrace what I am now newly becoming. And that goes for you as yourself, being patient with you.
Yeah.
It's gonna, life, we know this, writes itself.
It writes itself.
It writes itself, man.
It's such a good, life may be one of the best authors in the world. Like,
God.
It's the best author because
absolutely
the writing is so unbelievable within roadblocks, obstacles, and wins, and what the takeaway from the stories that you're personally witnessing are. Like, what is your takeaway from these stories. And I don't know if everybody analyzes, things the same. I can only assume
it's almost biblical in a way. But for comedians, whereas in the Bible, the worst shit happened, and then you get this great piece of knowledge from it. For comedians, it's terrible shit happened, and we get this really fucking funny joke from it. This experience I gotta give to the people. I'm starting to put my worst shit on stage. My worst experiences, nigga, I'm putting them on stage.
Why not?
Nigga, because it takes time, right? Everything takes time, right? And what I've learned is truth and truth telling takes time. That the best comedians are the most honest comedians and aren't afraid to own their fuck ups and own how they feel about themselves and about life or whatever your perspective or point of view is. And that, it's great. This is what people don't understand is to be funny one time. That's not easy, but it's not difficult to be funny for 30 years. That's fucking hard.
That's hard, buddy.
Because nigga, that's work.
Hey, listen,
that's fucking work. Nigga, a nigga could be funny in a moment. Nigga could be funny for a night. I'll give a nigga a week. Can you be funny for 30 years?
30
and
years?
Still find ways to stay relevant, get bigger, get better, grow as an artist? Like, my nigga, don't worry about these motherfuckers. You keep doing your shit, Ken. Hey, and I'm quick to be like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You doing this shit.
But this is the best thing about these conversations, about this podcast, man, because the job of a comedian is an underestimated and possibly underappreciated job, right?
Definitely.
It's possibly underappreciated. And I say that because, the comedians that have found success and that are good at what they do, well, they make it look easy, right? That's the beauty of being a good comic. Like, you make it look easy. And because of the way you make it look, there's an assumption
that everybody can do it.
Yeah, like this is simple, right? It's just a simple thing. And we know that it's not. We've realized that. But the thing that I really want to highlight, that I really want people to understand, Marlon just said something that's fucking so profound. Over a time period of a life or career, if your job was to entertain and make people laugh and be relevant, and you've done that, that's a fucking, Marlon's talking about being almost 50 years old right now. This man has been in entertainment since he was he just said he was
18.
And
I've been doing
backstage
this
specials
for 30 years.
God damn, man.
And still, here's the beauty of it, still growing, right? I look and I go, I'm not even at my best yet. Nick, do you understand? My best is right. I'm seeing it right over that next cliff because I went back and I started doing stand-up, which added to my whole bag that I already had. I already had a bag of tricks. Then I went back. It's like watching Jordan going to learn how to shoot free throws at 85%. Yeah, I'm at 70, but nigga, if I get to 85%, those are gonna be easy gimmies. Niggas that get better over time. Nigga Jordan shooting fucking 8 3-pointers in one game, and he lift his hands up like, I don't know how the fuck I'm doing this. All we knew him for was that nigga knew how to dunk and he could shoot a set shot. Yeah. But over time, the motherfucker got better.
He got better with time.
I'm trying to get better. Y'all ain't even seen my best shit yet because it's just now all coming together. The writer for 30 years, the producer, the actor, nigga, the dramatic actor, the nigga that could do multiple characters. Oh, shit, now stand up. Oh, now I could put all this shit together, nigga. Watch this. It's coming. It's it's sick.
Is there
I see
is there a end goal? Is there an end goal for Marlon Wayans? Like, what is the ultimate goal? If there is one, if there isn't, fine. But is there something that you have that you're looking at that you're like, when I get this,
I'll be successful?
like, yeah, like, is there something that for you acts as the ha ha? I got it.
I honestly, I all right. So to me, I don't think, and you probably know this within yourself, I don't think there's ever gonna be a aha, I got it.
Mhm.
There's gonna be ahas, I got that one. Now I'm going to get this one. And now after that, I'm gonna go get that one. Nigga, I see it. I of course, you know, you want to work with the best directors, the best scripts, the best other stars that you can work with the best material, with the best budgets, and get the best shot at winning, to be the biggest worldwide comedic brand you could be, and then dramatically have people follow you. I want people to follow me like they follow. I want to be legendary like Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington, and just people that you go, whatever movie that motherfucker's in, I'm going.
Well,
I want to do it with comedy, and I want to do it with drama. I look at like Eddie and, you know, like all out, you know, niggas that doing it, like anything that they want to do, you go, oh, I'm fucking with that.
Well, you can't look past the status that you've built, right? Like, you do have the Wayans family, but Marlon Wayans has done a great job of stepping outside the family while always loving and paying homage to his family and always crediting his family. But you've still been able to navigate solely on your own outside. And, you know, like, you know what, I mean,
it's hard. That's hard. Like, it's doing two jobs.
I'm telling you, but don't. That's why, because I know you're working inside the family, and I know what those conversations must be about what we can do or what we all should do. Maybe people are on the same page, maybe they aren't. But when you go and do other things, maybe there's resistance, maybe there's not. But when you did, I'll give you, for example, Haunted House. All right, let's go to the Haunted House, right? And you creating and developing Haunted House. This is another version of what the family did, but this is a Marlon thing and a thought. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to shoot this. Oh, fuck. I didn't just do it once. I did it again. I did it twice. Okay, yes, I got it. Hey, man, well, Netflix, what are you guys doing? You guys, I think I got some good ideas. I would love to come and present. Okay, Marlon Wayans comes and presents again. Marlon Wayans now has Naked. Okay, Marlon Wayans, you come back with Sex Tuplets, and you're still creating and generating. So when you say, I want to be legendary, I want to be talked about, well, Marlon, you already are. I don't want you to look past as if you're not.
I'm not saying I'm not.
You definitely are. You're a conversation.
I don't want to have to write, produce, act, cater.
I get that. I get that.
Do the lighting, the sound.
You want to sit down.
I like to sit down sometime, Kev, and really to be able to focus. That's what I love about like going to just act on something sometimes is a vacation for me. Mm-hmm. Like when I did Respect with, you know, Liesl Tommy, who directed, and Jennifer Hudson and Forrest Whitaker, to be able to just worry about my performance.
Your lines.
That's
I'm coming
all.
here. The story, my performance.
All.
How do I make this project better?
And when they see me in this movie, it's gonna fuck people's heads up because they're gonna be like, Marlon? That's Marlon? Because I forget that I know how to act. That I went to talking about
how Requiem for a Dream. If you go back to my listeners right now, if you are not familiar with Marlon Wayans and his acting ability and what he's truly capable of, I challenge you all to watch Requiem for a Dream. And when I say not only a fucking amazing performance, motherfucker, you were so good in this movie. I remember meeting you and going, I hope he's not using that shit. You were so good. You were so good. I saw you. I think, I hope. Because he looked like he fine now, man. But in that movie, he wasn't. hope he all
He
right.
on that shit.
I hope he's okay.
Get your uncle check.
Yeah, man. I hope he's okay. D-Rock. Is he okay? Because sometimes we be out. I just say, but Marlon, you were so fucking good. And the thing is, you know, and I'm even experiencing this shit. Like we do the comedy shit for so long, and we're in love with it. We love it.
Yeah,
we love it. But we find so much more joy when we get to show
the dramatic skills. It's like y'all don't know. I do like we forget that we do this. No, people don't understand this. Drama is actually easier for me than comedy. Comedy to me is a harder genre because you got to be on. You got to be thinking funny. You got to be thinking. You have to keep your energy at a certain place. You have to be thinking. You may have to be doing a character. And then it's going. What's funny about what I want and how I'm going to get what I want in this scene? Your reactions. There's so much to worry about in comedy that brings you outside of the drama and the acting of just acting. When you get to just be. Nigga, you tell me I just gotta be? You mean I get in touch with my feelings? You mean I get to hurt? You mean I get to cry about shit that hurts me? You mean I get to allow myself to emote and go in this safe that I put all my pain in? This little safe in my heart.
I get to tap into that.
I get to tap in. Nigga, we would do takes on respect. And my director would come, just give me some notes, and I'd stay in it. And nigga, we'd finish the scene, and 30 minutes later, I'm still crying. And she's like, nigga, are you okay? And I'm like, you should have fucking opened up this door.
It's a box. Like, you should have opened up my emotional box. Once I tap into this emotional box.
I couldn't stuff the beast back in.
Yeah.
Because I spend my life not paying attention to my feelings, not paying attention to my pain, because we got to make what hurts us. We have to be on. We got to make other people laugh. We can't be fucking miserable. We ain't got time to sit in our pain. Nigga, I have a job to do. I'm a fireman. I never mind what's happening with my life. I got these fires to put out, which is putting smiles on people's faces every fucking weekend, everywhere I fucking go. And I don't get no days off, because when I am off and I'm with my kids or we go to fucking the movies or something, I still got to be on.
You got to be on. You don't really get to be off.
So nobody understands.
Even when you off, you have to be on.
Yes.
It's not it's not your family's fault, but they want a version of dad, and that version of dad can't be tired. You're not allowed to be tired. You're not allowed to not have energy. Like that's not okay. So I totally get what you're saying. I truly understand what you're saying. And it's so. But
look at the ease. I look at your performance in Upside. Fucking dope ass performance. You didn't have to. It's good to see. Like you got this thing. I could put Kevin on 150. Not many cars can go that fast. I could 150, but I can shift down to fucking a nice cruise at 35 miles an hour. And anytime I want, I just press that gas and I'm gone.
You can go.
That's levels to this shit. And so to see you still, it's fucking beautiful.
Still tapping into the new. Who inspires you? Who are you inspired by?
Legends inspire me. Guys that Eddie Murphy inspires me. Why? Because Eddie is a guy that has shown he's always been dope. Like Eddie could be funny when he wants to be. On the drop of a dime, that nigga will do a sketch in front of your face with a character he just came up with and do 25 minutes and make on
that person that he just made up. You got to listen to my interview with Eddie and Arsenio. He did the podcast. Marlon, Arsenio goes, Eddie, they're doing comedy shows like at drive-through movie theaters. Me and you, we should do one to promote the movie, Eddie. Eddie goes, listen, without blinking an eye, Eddie goes, imagine that, nigga. Arsenio said, huh? Yeah, nigga, you imagine, ask yourself, am I going to do that? I ain't did stand up in, I don't know, 30, 40 years. And I'm going to go do it at a movie theater with driving cars. Nigga, imagine you ask you tell me, am I going to be there? Am I going to be there? I seen he got quiet. He goes, fools honking at me and shit. I ain't doing that shit. Imagine that. Talking about something. And we do a drive-through theater, nigga. What you talking about? You go do that. That's for you. I ain't doing that shit. Yo, but it's like effortless. It's when I tell you I was dying, like his whole thing, Arsenio kept like suggesting like stand-up related things. Eddie, we should do like a podcast. What do you think? You should do it, nigga. I ain't doing no goddamn. He's the best. He's the best. Conversation.
And if you love comedy,
oh my God,
you gotta love Eddie, man. You gotta love what he did for the game. You gotta love what my brothers inspire me. You know, the fact that, you know, they taught me like a Jedi, and they taught me as an uncle how to, you know, try to be there for my next generation. My nephews and my nieces inspire me. Damon Jr. is so fucking funny, you know, to see my brother. First of all, Damon's probably, him and Eddie are my top two, and Richard ever comedy. Those are my gods.
You know,
my brother Damon doesn't get enough credit for the brilliant nigga he is.
You know my Damon story, right?
Go
my
for
Damon,
it.
You remember my Damon, is it Toronto or Montreal story?
Oh yeah. Go ahead, tell it. Because I'm gonna tell you my Chris Rock story.
Hey, so we're at, was it a festival, Marlon? What were we doing out there?
Probably Carnival or something.
It was something. We were all out there at the same time, and we ended up hooking. This is years ago. You know, we're talking years ago, and there was a friend that I had. No, I can't tell it. I can't tell the story. I can't tell it. I thought about it, and then I just thought about it. No,
it was
I can't.
So long ago. Kevin.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know where he was. I don't know what was going on in his life.
He's fine, nigga. Nigga been divorced for 30 years. He's
okay.
Fine.
All right. So I have a friend that I met, and I'm excited. Beautiful girl. This is so like dope. And I see y'all at like the club, and after the club, you're like, yo, we gonna go do such and such. We gonna go eat, chill. Kev just coming. I was like, all right, cool. And I got my friend with me, and she comes, and I remember we're all in like the limo together, and we go. Damon was like, y'all drop me off, man. Y'all drop me off first. You know, I ain't going. All right, yeah, we going. You know, me and Marlon, hey, we partying. We having a good time. The limo stops, the door open, Damon grabs her. He's like, yo, I want to show you something. Come here, like to the girl. She said, okay. Like she was so happy because it was Damon. And you know, they was gone. It was going for like, it was a long time. I'm just sitting in the car waiting. What's taking so long? I'm naive. I'm young Kate Hart. What is happening, man? She finally comes back out. Hey, come on, ready? Let's go. All right, cool, man. We go finish hanging out. Next morning, Damon looked at me. He was like, you had a good time last night? I was like, yeah. What's up? He's like, what'd you do? Like, what you mean what I do? He said, what'd you do, nigga? What'd you do? Yeah, I said, stuff. We just had a good time. Did you kiss her? What? Did you kiss her? I said, yeah. Of course I did. What do you mean? Yeah. How does my dick taste? You suck my dick. What? What do you mean? What is that? What are you talking about? Yeah. Marlon, I've never felt so embarrassed.
Because you was funny. You was so proud of yourself.
I was so proud. I was so happy. Did you kiss her? Mm-hmm. How does my dick taste, Kev? How does my dick taste, Kev? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'll never forget it. Young Kate Hart. I'll never forget it. Shit destroyed me. I was like 20. I was 20 something. 20, young 20.
Yeah, I remember.
Young 20.
New face.
Yes.
Face.
But innocent. Everything was exciting.
Absolutely.
Everything.
Absolutely.
Couldn't believe I was with Damon. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
And
How
look
about this?
Damon Wayans, Marlon Wayans. This is crazy. Give me Chris. Give me the Chris Rock story.
Chris, man.
Give me the Chris Rock
Mine
story.
wasn't as vicious as Chris. I mean, as Damon's. Damon. You won with that one. But I'll tell you what happened. I was 12 years old. I was at the I'ma Get You Sucker premiere. And I was talking to this beautiful light-skinned girl with a grown woman body. And I was yucking it up with her all night long. I was doing my best impressions. I gave my best me. I was trying to be cool. And Chris Rock, I did this. I literally talked to this girl for 3.5 hours or 2.5 hours. Chris Rock comes over and he goes, yo, hand that over to the proper authorities. And he grabs the girl's hand and he walks away. Fuck out of here. Oh my God. And all I could do is just sit there like, because he was Chris Rock at the time.
Hurts.
He was in I'ma Get You Sucker. Like,
it hurts.
nigga,
It hurts.
hand that over to the proper authorities. Because they've been big brothered so much by Eddie and all them niggas.
Oh yeah, it felt good. It felt good for them to get one off finally.
All
They
right.
get to get one off.
Shantae, my niece, inspires me. One of the funniest. That
Very,
woman,
very funny.
her truth. She's so fucking funny. I love how she just, keep going and just gets better. And her truth, and she's just funny as fuck. Damien, who's under this nigga, when he gets his when it happens for that nigga, he should have been doing stand-up a long time ago.
Listen,
Damien should have been doing stand-up a long time ago. He's a funny nigga.
He's beyond that. The most secretive individual I know.
He's rich forever.
We just don't. Nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows nothing.
But I can't wait because I see something blossoming for him in terms of in his eyes. Something about that little baby. Just got that motherfucker.
He's a different guy.
On focus.
We're all grown, man.
Yes.
We're all grown. And it's nothing like sharing success with the people that you really know.
Absolutely.
That you really know, man. And
people getting ready to be ready for opportunity is an art in itself. Like it takes time to get ready for opportunity. Opportunities will pass you by until you're ready. So, God knows his timing. Some people are ready early, some people get ready late. I feel like I'm gonna be like Morgan Freeman of comedy. Like, that nigga made it when he's 70. Marlon finally made it. Finally is that nigga.
I'm gonna say this to you. Marlon, and I mean it. Before we wrap up, I'm gonna say
I ain't rapping, nigga. We got a lot more to say.
This is the beauty of Comedy Gold Mines. You give him so much in this compact.
All right, well, let me say something before you say something.
Well, you can't do that.
I'm gonna say something first before I'm the guest, nigga. I get to say what the fuck I want.
True. That is true.
My nephew Craig is one funny motherfucker. He inspires me. My best friends Omar and Mitchell inspire me because nigga, we've been doing this shit for a long time and we've been dreaming since high school. And I look at
y'all buying, by the way,
my comrades. I look at you, Chappelle. It's good to know niggas that you came up with who've had extreme success and it inspires you and it keeps you inspired where you're not. Some niggas get jealous. I get inspired to know that, to look at what you've done in terms of, and it's the shit that niggas be like, oh, nigga, he doing this, he doing that. No, that nigga's shut up. He's doing it all as he should. Why? Because the nigga can. Instead of you feeling some type of way about it, internalizing and letting that hate eat you up inside, you niggas need to learn how to love a nigga and go, hey, bro, you keep fucking going. You inspire me. And I hit you up. Every time you've had a success, I hit you up. Anytime you've had a failure, I've hit you up. Because I think a friend should be there for your greatest successes and your greatest losses and everywhere in between, and just be inspired by people's work and work ethic. And nigga, thank you for inspiring me.
You're just always a dope dude, man. It never falls off. It's never fallen off. Like what you see is truly what you get. And there is no in between. What I'll say that I admire the most about you, man, and what I respect the most about you is your passion for what you do. You have such a highlighted passion for your craft. Like you love what you do, and what you do is now expanding into other things, and you're finding more love for this thing. You love it.
I do.
And that, to me, that's what's special, because when you love something, you're willing to truly go through the ups and downs with it, like, because you love it. You're in love with it, man. And to hear you talk about stand up, to hear you talk about the new that you're looking forward to, the things that you have that you're excited for people to see. There's a side of happiness, and you're talking about being 48 years old, man, and approaching 50. That's the goal. You know what I mean? Like, the goal is that mindset, this level of happy. That's the goal. So to have success and not be happy, or to not enjoy, well, that's not really a win in my eyes.
Right.
Marlon, you're winning, and you will continue to win just because you're driven, you're excited, you're happy, and you're doing what you love, man. And I salute you. I congratulate you.
Thank you,
I
brother.
can't wait till we fucking get down. We've yet to truly get down.
Whenever, man.
It's coming.
Let's get it.
Listen,
it's
coming.
gonna be something beautiful.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's
We've yet to get down.
It's gonna be something beautiful. It's gonna be a classic.
It's going to happen.
I know.
I'm telling you,
it's gonna be classic.
It's going to happen.
It's gonna be, and there'll be 5 of them. They're gonna be like, we gotta see this shit again and again and again. I know.
I can't wait.
You know, the beauty is, like I said, we, loving this game, and I sit there and I go, my best years are ahead of me. I can't wait to see what niggas do with this next 20. Let's go get them.
Let's go get them, man. I
Legends,
love you.
nigga. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Comedy Gold Mines. And what do? We get inside the minds of these brilliant comedians. And oh my God, what amazing minds they are. Today we got into Marlon Wayans. I hope you guys walked away with the same feeling that I did, and that's one of joy. This is a man that's celebrating what he's going to celebrate. Listen to what I just fucking said. He's celebrating already the thing that he will be celebrating. It's a fucking forward look into where he's going, because he's looking that far ahead. That man say he just getting started. Expect more. That's this episode of Comedy Gold Mines. Thank y'all for listening. I love y'all.
Comedy Gold Mines is a Sirius XM and LOL audio production. Executive produced by Kevin Hart, Ty Randolph, and Eric Weil. With Tastemakers Media, Emil Garner, and Ian McDonald.